Over the last few years, we've seen RB Leipzig become a very competitive team not only in Germany but in Europe as well. So for the people who've been watching football for more than a decade now, must be wondering how this team even came to be. Not only in existence but in stature as well. Hi guys, I'm Pranav. This is the Football Space and today let's see how RB Leipzig came to be and why it is one of the most hated teams in Germany. Also, if you're fond of this sort of content, do subscribe to the channel because I've got a lot more coming. With that being said, RB Leipzig, a loophole in German football. Now before we start off, let me give you a brief explanation of what the 50+1 rule in Germany looks like. So the 50+1 rule essentially means that the club and by extension its fans should own at least 50+1% of the ownership so that no amount of outside investment can gain full control over the club. Like it has happened in the Premier League over the years with Man United, Chelsea, Man City and all. Now that we know that, let's get into how RB Leipzig even came to be. After successful ventures like RB Salzburg, New York Red Bulls, Red Bull Ghana, Red Bull Brazil, Red Bull was looking to get into German football. Even though there had been multiple unsuccessful attempts to get into the German football scene since 2006, the company learned from its mistakes and figured that it would be nearly impossible to buy out an established German club to change their colors and rename them, as they did with SV Austria Salzburg. In 2009, the energy drinks company acquired the naming rights and playing license of SSV Markenstadt, a 5th division club. Situated just 13 kilometers from Leipzig, it attracted a huge potential fan base since it's in the eastern part of Germany and football in this region had not seen much success in quite some years. Due to German football's rules, the club was not allowed to add any sponsorship in their names and couldn't name the club Red Bull Leipzig as they wanted to. Hence, they found a loophole to work around it. They changed the name to Rasenballsport Leipzig, which roughly translates to Lawn Ball Sport Leipzig. And now, they could use its abbreviation and make it as RB Leipzig. But you know what comes to mind in the first place. Even the club's colors were changed from purple and white to red and white. Rasenballsport Leipzig (EV) was founded in May 2009 and the 7 founding members were all Red Bull employees. The club, rejuvenated under Red Bull's funding and the leadership of Tino Vogel, was promoted to the 4th division in the first year itself. For that year, the club played in their old stadium, Stadion am Bad, which could seat around 6,000 people. Then in 2010, Red Bull bought the Zentral Stadion, which was located on the outskirts of Leipzig and was made a new stadium for the 2006 World Cup. The name was then changed to the Red Bull Arena and that was Leipzig's new home ground. It could host up to 47,000 spectators. After that, to adhere to the 50+1 rule of German football, Leipzig needed club members. And this is where the real loophole comes in. Now generally, a Bundesliga club offers membership to its fans at prices of between 40 to 80 euros. For example, Bayern's membership costs 60 euros at the max and for Dortmund, it's 62. Because of that, these clubs have members ranging in the numbers of 1.5 to 2 lakh people. In RB Leipzig's case, they have 17 members, most of whom are Red Bull employees. It's also very difficult to become an RB Leipzig member if you're an outsider. First off, the membership costs somewhere between 700 to 900 euros. If that in itself wasn't a roadblock enough, RB Leipzig holds the rights to deny any membership application without having to give a reasoning for the same. Even if someone does become a member, their membership does not have voting rights, which are held only by those 17 members. So even without full control of the club, Red Bull had full control of the club. Then in 2012, a major change in the club came to be when Ralf Rangnick was appointed the sporting director. The club grew exponentially under Rangnick's philosophy and manager Julian Nagelsmann's leadership. The club promoted through the leagues at light speed, reaching the Bundesliga in 2016. That's 1 year before what Red Bull had planned. The team was young, driven and played good football and now it was all up for show in Germany's first division. Ever since the first season, Leipzig has played like they are title contenders, qualifying for European football every year, as much as reaching the semi-finals in 2020 but being defeated by PSG. Looking from afar, it's very nice to see such a young team display such football quality at the top level of German football. But from a German fan's perspective, it is much more than that. The club structure and the way it has come up the ranks has always been criticized for being a marketing club or a commercial club. The restrictive membership format of the club doesn't really go hand in hand with the typical German footballing culture where anyone can become a club member. This exclusivity and over-expensive charges to keep the number of club members at bare minimum and make decisions not towards the club but towards the brand is what German football stands against. Due to all these reasons, the club has drawn criticism from fellow players clubs, and managers, some even going as far as to call them a morally questionable club. Even fans from opposing clubs have protested against RB Leipzig's participation. Away matches have already been always difficult, whereas during any home game in the Red Bull Arena, the away fans have gone on to boycott the matches, leaving a part of the stadium almost empty. The public disagreement was so much that during a cup game between Dynamo Dresden and RB Leipzig, Dresden fans threw a severed bull's head next to the pitch while hurling abuses and showing banners of "You can't buy tradition" towards RB Leipzig. Despite all of that, the club has shown resilience and quality to reach where they are today. It may be unethical for the German fans, but as far as sporting competitiveness and progressive football models go, RB Leipzig genuinely have done a good job. They've produced some world-class talents like Naby Keita, Dayot Upamecano, Timo Werner, Marcel Sabitzer, Ibrahima Konate, and I'm pretty sure they'll continue to do so. Now that Bayern Munich have won 10 consecutive league titles and none of the teams seem too capable to end that run still, maybe a competitive team model to dethrone the current champions is what Bundesliga needs right now. Maybe getting rid of the 50+1 rule is the way to go for Bundesliga. But the footballing culture and tradition is a very important part of football in Germany in general. So what do you think about RB Leipzig? I mean, there is no black and white as to if the club is good or not, but I would just like to hear your views about it. And that was it for today. Thanks for watching till the end, and if you like the video then do hit the thumbs up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.